We could all remember that 2 days ago, Danielle Edochie took to one of her social media handles to talk to Judy Austin, and she sent her a message where she was telling her that she can never be like her mother, that she will always be a side chick. And we know that the dad reacted to that message. The dad was not happy with her, and the dad had to scold her. She had to take that down, the message, and so many things went on. So she had no choice. She was so down that she could not even post a YouTube video because she has a YouTube channel. So she took to her Instagram to tell her followers that she is very sad, and following that, she now explained to us why she is sad. She now wrote, "At some point in our lives, the thought of ending it all comes across our minds. It can only take a little to push someone to the edge. Let's be mindful of our actions towards others, parent to child." Like I said, Yul Edochie took his time to talk to Danielle to bring down the post, because Danielle said to Judy Austin that she can never be like her mom. Even though she wants to have millions of children, she will always be a side chick. And we know that the dad did not take it funny with her. He had to ask her to bring down the post, and Danielle has been all this while after that down. If we can remember, we know the bond, the relationship, the interaction she had with her dad ever before all this happened. She had a very, very tight bond with the dad. She will confide to the dad instead of to the mom. She always saw the dad as a hero. She looked up to his dad. She confided in the dad more than the mom. She has always prayed to have in future a man like the dad, not knowing what the dad was doing until when everything just surfaced. And she became devastated. She's a young girl looking up to the dad. She had the respect of the dad, and she's from the Edochie's family, and they are all brains and they are all educated. The positive side of all this is that Danielle is in a private university, because we all know that had it been she was in a public university, she would have suffered it more. It would have been a heavy load for her, because we know how public universities are. There are different people with different mentalities, and anybody can come and talk to you anyhow. Whereas in the private university, there is a kind of control gap, and so much of her colleagues, they are also educated, they have wider minds, they are matured in mind, and they face and focus on what just relates to them. They don't want to know about anybody's life, private life, which in a public university is different. So we thank God for that aspect, that Danielle is in a private university. But Danielle have said it, that most of the times she has so many thoughts, so many things running through her mind, because we know what she's passing through. Even though so many people relate her to be a matured girl, that she is more mature than her age, she is 17 now, that she speaks and she behaves more mature than her age, but it's still the same thing. We are still talking about the same thing. Danielle is having difficulties. She's said it, she's opened up, and you've read it for yourself, that so many thoughts comes through her mind on a daily. She thinks about her life. Why is all this happening to her? Why her family? Why did Judy Austin decided to choose her family for her malefic plan? Why didn't she choose another person's else family than her family? Because she knows that before then, she and the dad and the brothers, including the mom, they were all united. They were all happy. They were all living as a happy family until when all this started. I said it in one of my videos that Danielle needs therapy. They need to take this girl for a therapy. The parents, Yul Edochie and May Edochie, they're supposed to work. They're supposed to help her because she is the eldest. She said that even in school, at home, anything that happens, they will say that she is the one. If it's good, it's her. If it's bad, it's her. We know how African parents and how African homes are. Danielle needs to visit a therapist, somebody that will help her to continue to have a very better orientation of life, because this is a very strong hit for her. Just within a couple of an hour, she just saw her life, her family life, her parents just divorced, they separated. That love, that union is no longer there, and someone like Danielle needs to be taken for therapy. She is growing up, so they have to help her as well, so that she will have better memories and not to live with these memories of now, which will not do any good to her nor to her siblings. Danielle has said it that she is sad. She was supposed to bring up a YouTube video this week, but she couldn't because of everything. The dad had to restrain her from posting anyhow, from talking to Judy Austin or sending any kind of message to her. Danielle needs so many answers. There are so many questions unanswered. There are so many stories untold. She has so many things that they have to clarify to her, and I understand her perfectly. Her mind will be running all around. Notwithstanding, many people say that she is matured, she behaves and she speaks more maturely than her age, than what she's doing it as somebody that is more far older than what she is now, but she is still what she is, a very brilliant and mature girl. But just like any kind of human being, it comes to a point whereby you break down. So this is what has happened to Danielle. She could not resist anymore. She could not continue taking all the pressure only for herself. So she had to open up, drop this post here that we have read. You can go and read it for yourself again. And this is what is happening right now. This is one of the disadvantages, the package that comes when you decide to have a second wife. You leave your main family for a side chick. You don't want to know what your family, your children's fate will be. You don't want to know how their expression, how their feelings will be. You selfishly think just for yourself, you're edochie, and you're seeing it right now. So thank you so much all. I appreciate you, and thank you. Bye.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you very much for joining. I just want to throw this out there real quick this morning. One thing that is missing in your marriage, in your relationship, that is not making it to work the way it should, is reading, studying, buying books. All right, you need to buy books. Buy books about relationship, buy books about anger, buy books about how to treat your wife right, buy books about how to clean, buy book about a lot of different stuff that you must to learn. They're all written in books. So if you're a married man or a married woman, you must to study to maintain your role. Okay, that office of a man needs constant education. The office of a wife needs constant information. You must to read books. There are so many books all over the place. You have to go grab books and start reading. Buy books online. All right, books about how to pray for your husband, book about how to treat your wife right. Don't forget, the way you treat your wife is the way God will treat your prayer point. It's possible for you not to know that one. All right, the way you treat your wife, that's the way God will treat your prayer. You can go to church anyhow you like. You can pray and bang your head to the wall, and you are treating your wife badly, God will treat your prayer badly. Read books. When you read books, you will get a lot of information out of books that will. Good morning, everybody. Thank you very much for joining.